Peter Eliades with you again. This is Thursday, September 5th, and we're going to start out with the daily advanced decline line. We can't tell you how important we believe that chart is right now. Again, we emphasize this is going to be a projection software channel that you're watching, and that'll be 90% of the things we do. But from time to time, the technicals, some technicals, become so important that they must be paid attention to, and that this is one of those times. We showed you this chart one or two times over the past few days. The daily advanced decline line closed today at 250,903. You see that number right here. We calculated virtually exactly where the upper green parallel channel is today, and that number is at 251,650.5. So that's almost 748 units above where price was. Earlier in the day today, we were virtually on top of that line, but we pulled back. That may have been enough. In fact, we're going to show you some projection charts that have been met today. So that may have been enough to mark some kind of important bottom. Important top, of course. But there are still 750 units between the line closed today and the upper line. So don't be surprised if we continue to rally into that upper line. If we hit that upper line, I believe that will be a very, very important point for the market, and perhaps a very important top for the market. It would be unusual to see the daily AD line top out before the other market indexes and averages. Not that it's never been done before. In 1976, we saw something like that happen, but it is indeed very rare. So we wanted to let you know where we stood with the AD line. Let's take a quick look at some of the projection. We're looking at the 10-week offsets now for the S&P, but this is on a daily chart. So the actual offsets are 48.4 to 55.3 trading days. But look what happened today. We have it's a rather large projection block, carries all the way up to 3,076 and change. But the lower part of the box begins at 29, 28, 28. So today's high, which was 29, 85, 86, moved well into that projection box. So that's one of the reasons why one could argue that we are in an area that one must be careful for the possibility of a market top. This chart on the S&P 500 cash index shows a 5-week offset, and it shows you that we are at a critical market point. If we get through and stay up here for the next several days and get above here, then we're going to get a significantly higher projection up to at least the 3,100 level on the S&P. And so that's something to be watched closely. In the meantime, look at these great projections that were given on the S&P. This downside projection went a little bit lower, but I think there was a longer-term projection that gave that one. This offset here gave these projections. That was virtually perfect. We came right into this projection level. This downside projection in the S&P was virtually perfect. All these lows fell well within the projection box. And now we're very close to generating higher projections. It has not been done yet. As I said, in the next day or two, we could give a preliminary projection. If we get above the blue line, we will get a confirmed projection. And that's why this level for the market is so important. I'm going to close it off again with this advanced decline line because I can't tell you how important I think this chart is. Remember, that's an 8-year channel that we're in now, and we're up to the top of it. We've come up to the top in January of 18, September of 18, and July of this year, and now once again. So this level is very, very important. Let me remind you that go to the bottom right. It's well beyond the screen here. To the right, there's a little banner that says subscribe for future updates. Please go and click that banner so we can keep track of how many people we have watching. Go and click that. And in fact, after you click that, click the little bell and you'll be notified every time there is a new update. Thank you for watching.